We have to end discrimination and violence against our brothers and sisters who are in the LGBT community, here at home and around the world, especially in countries where they are routinely prosecuted. We have to challenge the oppression of women wherever it occurs, here or overseas. There's only us, Americans. Here in Orlando, and the men and women taken from us, those who love them, we see some of the true character of this country, the best of humanity coming roaring back. The love and the compassion and the fierce resolve that will carry us through, not just through this atrocity, but through whatever difficult times may confront us. It's our pluralism and our respect for each other, including a young man who said to a friend he was super proud to be Latino. It's our love of country, the patriotism of an Army reservist who was known as an amazing officer. And it's our unity, the outpouring of love that so many across our country have shown to our fellow Americans who are LGBT. A display of solidarity that might have been unimaginable even a few years ago. Out of this darkest of moments, that gives us hope. Seeing people reflect, seeing people's best instincts come out. Maybe in some cases, minds and hearts change. It is our strength and our resilience. The same determination of a man who died here, who traveled the world, mindful of the risks as a gay man, but who spoke for all of us when he said, "We cannot be afraid. We are not going to be afraid." May we all find that same strength in our own lives. May we all find that same wisdom in how we treat one another. May God bless all who we lost here in Orlando. May He comfort their families. May He heal the wounded. May He bring some solace to those whose hearts have been broken. May He give us resolve to do what's necessary to reduce the hatred of this world, to curb the violence. May He watch over this country that we call home. Thank you very much, everybody.
President Obama in Orlando, the Vice President Joe Biden.
That's President Obama wrapping up his comments after a visit to Orlando this afternoon to visit with the victims of the Sunday morning shooting at an Orlando nightclub, along with their families of those who were killed in that attack. The president again asking lawmakers to strengthen gun laws to help prevent this from happening again. And he said that the families asked him why this keeps happening again and again.
And he closed a lot with acceptance and asking everyone to be more loving and accepting of others. So, well, our top story, as we just said, was President Obama speaking in Orlando, consoling survivors and victims' families' worst U.S. massacre. This is the president's 10th visit to a community that's been victimized by a mass shooting. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is in Orlando with more.
President Obama visiting Orlando, meeting with heartbroken families of the 49 people killed inside Pulse nightclub, and talking with survivors. An emotional trip as the first funerals are held, and more haunting images from Sunday morning emerge.
There's no window in here.
This video taken inside a bathroom as dozens of people huddled, hiding in stalls for hours.
Chris. Oh my gosh, Chris.
The killer, Omar Mateen, seen here in the documentary The Big Fix.
Right, no one gives a here.
Bought the weapons used in the attack legally, but now the owner of a different Florida gun shop tells ABC News 2 weeks earlier he refused to sell Mateen body armor and bulk ammunition because he seemed suspicious. He says law enforcement was notified.
And in the wake of the Orlando shooting, a Connecticut senator and more than 30 of his Democratic colleagues are calling for action on guns. Senator Chris Murphy led a nearly 15-hour talkathon on the Senate floor yesterday to force a vote on 2 gun control measures. One measure would expand background checks. The other would ban gun sales for suspected terrorists. Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid praised Murphy and his colleagues.
It was inspiring. A reminder to Americans that Senate Democrats will not cave in to the National Rifle Association or Gun Owners of America. We will not cave to them.
But Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell made it clear he is in favor of longer background check times, but not a full-fledged ban.
Some local governments are also joining the debate. Sarasota aims to be the first city in Southwest Florida to demand a nationwide weapons ban. This coming Monday, City Manager Tom Barwin will ask city commissioners to approve a resolution to be sent to state and federal lawmakers. The message: ban military-grade, high-capacity assault weapons among civilians, and do it fast. Barwin says his actions were provoked by the loss of Sarasota's own Eddie Sotomayor in the Orlando shooting. But some local gun advocates stand firmly against the proposal, saying lawmakers should pick a different target.
It's time for the gun industry to take one for the communities in America, and the citizens of America should stop having to take bullets for the gun industry.
What happened to all the mental institutions in the country where we would have people that were mentally unstable that would go to them? They're gone.
Commissioners will consider Barwin's Safe Communities initiative at their next meeting this coming Monday night. And in the wake of Sunday's shooting, gun sales in Florida have increased more than 120% this week compared to the same time a year ago. In the 3 days following the shooting, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement ran nearly 10,000 background checks for those hoping to buy a firearm. In 2015, they ran 4,400, less than half as many over the same time frame. Gun ranges and businesses offering concealed weapon classes say they are also seeing a spike in business.
Bradenton police are warning about credit card cloning. Police say they're investigating 2 separate incidents involving 2 suspects. Police say they cloned the cards at 2 public stores, and both suspects made purchases using a credit card encoded with the victim's credit card information on it. And according to police, the cards had never even left the victim's pockets.
A victim has their credit card with them the entire time, and they use it somewhere, whether a gas station, restaurant, to where the suspect or suspects are able to pull that number off the credit card, and the person still keeps their credit card with them. So they take that credit card number, they put it into a computer program, and they slide a card through a reader, and that number will get transposed onto this cloned credit card.
Police have released these pictures of the suspects they believe are involved with this credit card cloning incident. If you have any information on these suspects, you are asked to call Bradenton Police. And police say the best way to protect yourself is to sign the back of your credit card and write check ID next to your signature, and make sure to regularly check your statements.
The sheriff of Manatee County wants to add more deputies to the force. The department is looking to fill 21 positions, and out of those positions, Sheriff Brad Stubbe is looking to add 8 sheriff's deputies. The rest will be civilian positions such as corrections, dispatchers, and forensic analysts. The department is asking for $113 million for the budget to address the need, as well as increase pay for its employees. County commissioners will discuss the budget and the request at a meeting in August.
Well, it's a great night to grab your favorite 4-legged friend and head out to the ballpark.
Yeah, it's Bark in the Park night, another one at McKechnie Field in Bradenton, and our chief meteorologist Bob Harrigan is there to give us a preview. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Scott and Haley. I tell you, a beautiful evening, too. A nice breeze coming in from the Gulf here. We had a brief sprinkle. That's been it. Most of the showers well east of our area. This is Bark in the Park. Gates open at 5:30. Bring your dog. Make sure you have a leash, obviously, and you can watch the game along with your dog and enjoy some of the festivities they have going on throughout here. It's called Yappy Hour Night. That's the theme, Yappy Hour. They got some special drink specials going on throughout the evening. And we've got the Bradenton Marauders, the #1 Bradenton Marauders of their division in the South Florida State Division, taking on the Fort Myers Miracle. Temperature right now 86 degrees. Dew point's pretty high. We got a west-southwest wind at 14, and the pressure still pretty high, falling slightly right now. As far as the rainfall goes, there were a few showers around, but as I mentioned, most of the activity and action well east of our area, with just a few isolated showers popping up in the Gulf of Mexico. I think this evening will be perfect for Bark in the Park here at McKechnie Field. Bring your pooch, sit back, relax, and watch a great game tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Bob. Sounds like fun. Florida Power and Light is getting a special award for its hard work after January's tornadoes in Manatee and Sarasota counties. The Edison Electric Institute presented FPL with the Emergency Recovery Award for safely restoring power quickly after the deadly tornadoes. In January, severe thunderstorms generated 2 tornadoes. The violent weather caused more than 100,000 power outages. Service was restored to customers within an average of 4 hours.
Pretty quick. ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now, and we finally broke the losing streak on Wall Street today, Richard.
Scott, you're exactly right, and it sure didn't look that way early in the day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P, the NASDAQ had all been down 5 days in a row, the first time we've seen that since February, and it sure looked like 6 in a row. The Dow Industrials were down by 169 points. We made a dramatic U-turn, gained 115 points. That's a 284-point intraday swing, and we finished not at, but close to the highs of the day. So thank you very much. The streak is over. Let's take a look at the numbers. There you see the Dow is up almost 93 points, more than 1/2%, closing at 17,733.10 on volume of 689 million shares. The NASDAQ, which is having troubles lately, up 10 points, 0.2% at 4,844.92. That on volume of 1,703 million shares, and a clean sweep of up arrows. The S&P up 6.5 points, 0.3% at 2,077.99. Well, good news today out of Cincinnati as well. Kroger, which is the largest grocery chain in this country, and to put this in perspective, their annual revenues are $110 billion. Publix, $32 billion. So they do more than 3 times the amount of business as Publix. That's a big number. Well, Kroger announced that, believe it or not, they have now increased their earnings for 50 consecutive quarters, something that I don't think too many firms have ever been able to do. So congratulations to them, and boy, oh boy, they certainly are a powerhouse in the food brokerage business.
Sounds like it. And Richard, news on ExxonMobil.
A very strange day. Oil dropped to a 5-week low. ExxonMobil closed at a 52-week high. So people who own the stock get a very nice dividend, and they're very happy tonight.
I bet. Thank you so much, Richard.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, Disney's response to the death of a toddler at one of its resorts. What the company is doing now to make sure its visitors are safe following an alligator attack.
And ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast from McKechnie Field in Bradenton.
Plus, some good news for those with diabetes, why people living with the disease are now living longer.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC 7.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
We are delighted to have Dr. Kaminsky join our team at the Tottoli Cancer Center.
I'm a radiation oncologist. I was at the National Institutes of Health, most recently at the Medical College of Georgia, specialized in central nervous system cancers, prostate cancers, and other types. At the Tottoli Cancer Center, we have a level of technology that is second to none.
He has a great wealth of knowledge and shares the same passion that we have for patient care.
My family and I are happy to be here in Sarasota and excited to treat our patients here at the Tottoli Cancer Center.
A follow-up now on a deadly gator attack at a Disney World hotel.
The Orange County Sheriff says charges will likely not be brought against the boys' parents. Orange County Sheriff Jerry Deming says there is no indication Will and Melissa Graves of Nebraska committed any crime that contributed to the gator grabbing their 2-year-old son Lane. The sheriff's office and state wildlife officials are looking into the issue signs around the Seven Seas Lagoon. There are currently no signs warning of alligators in the lake.
That's something that they're still researching. All we do know is that the signs that we have seen are no swimming.
The attack took place at dusk when gators usually feed. The child's splashing may have led the gator to think he was a wounded animal.
Kids in Northport wanting a break from the summer heat can once again enjoy the splash pad at Atwater Park. The city closed the Atwater Playground and splash pad for a few days this week. Crews had to make repairs to some of the equipment there. But it is open again, and lots of families are enjoying that cool-off. A prankster had some summer fun at Sarasota's Island Park this afternoon. Around noon, some people noticed the water fountain behind Marina Jack was a bit bubblier than usual. Someone apparently put soap in the fountain. Almost looks like snow, doesn't it? Well, it created a lot of suds, so many bubbles that they started spilling onto the sidewalk. And whenever there's a gust of wind, piles of the bubbles fly off into the air.
I've seen that happen down there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a common prank. Well, at 6:30 tonight, McKechnie Field will be filled with Marauders fans, both of the human and the puppy kind.
Fans can bring their dogs to the park to help raise money for the Humane Society of Manatee County. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now live from McKechnie Field with more. Hi, Bob.
Yeah, a very successful event it is, too, and has been. I believe this is the 3rd one, and this is going to be a great night tonight. The gates open at 5:30. The game starts at 6:30. They take on the Fort Myers Miracle, and the Bradenton Marauders are in first place in their division, the South Division, in the Florida State League. On top of that, if they win the next few games and they stay in that top position, they are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs in September. So come cheer them on against the Fort Myers team, and it promises to be pretty nice as far as the weather goes. The dogs will be having a great time. They got water dishes all spread out throughout the area as well. So it should be a lot of fun. And they have a drink special, sodas and adult beverages through the evening as a result of the Yappy Hour. They're calling it Yappy Hour. Here's a look at the Van Wezel webcam showing basically sunny skies throughout much of the day. A few clouds now and again. There have been a few brief showers that have moved on through, but really it looks to be pretty nice here. Most of the heavy rain is well inland and along the east coast. So the rain chance this evening for this game, less than 20%. Now, there were some showers around, as I mentioned earlier, out in the Gulf of Mexico. Those are starting to wind on down. You can still see some well offshore producing some lightning. There's one lone storm west of I-275, north of Anna Maria. That will miss the ballpark here. You can see one also near Lakewood Ranch, that pushing off to the east. Even if it does rain, they're not going to be around long because, again, they're moving quickly to the east at around 20 miles an hour. And you can see those showers approaching and then kind of fading away as they make their way through. So good night tonight here at McKechnie Field. A great ballpark to watch a game, just to sit back and relax. And this time you can bring your pooch, bring Fido. The heat index 95 degrees, 86 out here, but with that nice west to southwest wind, it feels much nicer out here. And temperature statewide, well, it's been raining in Tallahassee and Jacksonville into the upper 70s to low 80s there, but 90 in Pensacola, 91 in Miami, and around here into the mid 80s for the most part. Although if you go further inland to say Arcadia and Mayaca City, it's 90 degrees there. 78 in Sebring where the rain has been moving through, and also Lake Placid. Here's the RPM forecast model suggesting a few evening showers, but again, the rain chance chance very small. And then notice what happens on Friday morning. There's a chance for a few coastal showers like we saw today, 1 or 2, not much. No rain out expected Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, a little bit better chance to see some showers and storms moving down associated with a weak piece of energy that'll move through, and especially on Saturday. This will kind of gather some strength on Saturday and bring our rain chances up considerably throughout the day. As you can see, there's 1:30 in the morning, some showers developing on Saturday morning, and then kind of sticking around through even the afternoon with the possibility of some storms. So looks to be pretty good on Sunday. We may see some drier air slip in. Our rain chances will lessen. We're continuing to watch the area of disturbed weather move through Central America now, and it's going to be so close to the land we don't anticipate it to develop, but pretty big storms down there firing off, and those are heading off to the west. So all in all, pretty quiet in the tropics at this point. Now, as far as temperatures go across the states, 72 in Boston, and it's a 94 in Kansas City, and temperature of into the 90s as well in the desert Southwest, 99 in Phoenix, and also temperature very warm into Dallas as far as that goes, and 94 degrees now in Atlanta, so it's hot all across the southeast. Well, here's the tides upcoming. High tide will be at 12:26, and sunset will be at 8:27. Boaters, a little bit breezier on Friday. West winds at 10 to 15 knots and a moderate chop. The water temperature, a warm 88 degrees, and as far as the tides go, we talked about those. The high tide coming up in just around midnight tonight. The forecast for the area is calling for a chance for showers and storms again tomorrow at 40%, a little higher on Saturday. Father's Day, rain chance drops. We'll still see some storms, and then less of a chance on Monday and Tuesday. But looking pretty good here tonight for Bark in the Park at McKechnie Field. Gates open in just a few minutes at 5:30, and the game starts at 6:30. Look forward to seeing you out here. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now we have reports of a crash in Manatee County. It's on I-75 in the northbound lanes right at exit 224, which is 301 in Ellenton there. You can see it is backing up traffic over the bridge and south from there. So be wary that you'll hit a slowdown near Ellenton. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, advances in healthcare and medicine are helping people with diabetes live longer, more active lives than in previous generations. That's according to a new study by the CDC. Researchers compared data from a study of 50 to 70-year-olds born between 1931 and 1941 and another group born between 1942 and 1947. Overall, people born later had more years of life and more years of life without being disabled. They also had a later onset of diabetes and spent less time being disabled. The reasons for these improvements include follow-up appointments, exercise, and maintaining a healthy weight. Eating lots of fiber-rich fruits and breads may be one way to live longer without developing chronic diseases. That's according to an Australian study. Researchers followed about 1,600 adults ages 49 and older for a decade who didn't have any history of cancer, stroke, or heart disease. People with the highest fiber intake were 79% more likely to age successfully. That means they were still free of cancer and cardiovascular disease and also had no depression, disability, cognitive impairment, diabetes, or other health problems. And guess what? Vegetables didn't make a difference. So eat your fruit. Well, coming up, a dangerous brush fire in California, what it's damaged so far and where it's headed now. And the Pope welcomes some unique performers to the Vatican, including some furry friends. We'll be right back.
The official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Download yours today.
Did you know? Many dogs are returned to shelters simply because they lack obedience. Contact Canine Corral about various training programs. We train dogs and their owners. Canine Corral, where the love is.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Florida Studio Theater presents The Fabulous Lipitones, now held over by popular demand. A high note leaves the Barbershop Quartet without their fourth member just before the national competition. What ensues is a comedy of misunderstanding, stereotypes, and the path to perfect harmony that critics say has laughs galore and gets right to the heart. Buy tickets now by calling 941-366-9000 or visit floridastudiotheater.org.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're taking a few moments to check out this video about the ministry of First Sarasota Downtown Baptist Church. I'm William Hill, lead pastor here at First Sarasota. For the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to share in the life of this faith community, a community that centers itself around faith, friends, and family. Indeed, it is a ministry that's been in existence right here in this wonderful city for over a century.
The ability to go to college on a Bright Future Scholarship gave me personally the flexibility to chase a dream. To not have to worry about paying for your college education was absolutely amazing. One step better than that was to leave with no loans. I mean, to start a life, to start a job, to start without having a debt was amazing, and it allowed me to get to where I'm at today.
The Sherpa fire near Santa Barbara, California is rapidly spreading. The fire continues to grow and is moving southeast toward the ocean. Firefighters are battling the blaze from the ground and air, including a DC-10 and 8 air tankers. All campgrounds in the area are under evacuation orders, and the freeway is closed in both directions.
We have a couple big groups that are here with family reunions and stuff, so it's been kind of challenging.
Cause of that fire is still unknown at this time. Some wild video of a large water spout over the Florida Keys. Take a look. Dave Martinez shot this video of the spout while severe weather crossed through South Florida last week. The water spout formed near mile marker 20 in the Keys. That's just north of the Upper Sugarloaf Key.
A whale of a tail was caught on camera in Australia. Watch as angler Evan Georgiou battles it out with not only a huge catch, but some huge, fierce waves as well. A crew member had to hold on to the fisherman as the rough chop managed to pull him under a couple of times before he reeled in his prize, which was a nearly 70-pound giant trevally. Wow. Whew. A little circus fun at the Vatican today. Pope Francis welcomes circus performers, employees of amusement parks and fairs, street performers, artists, and musicians to the Vatican for a special show. The Pope got a front and center seat for all the action and even got a chance to pet a tiger cub and a panther cub. Afterward, Pope Francis thanked the performers, saying they are spreading beauty and joy in a world which is sometimes dark and sad. That is true.
He's got some good seats there.
Oh, definitely. All the action. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, homeowners are unhappy where they're allowed to park their boats.
What one group is now doing to get the rules changed in Northport. The story coming up.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say, "Hey Culligan man."
The home at 14 Green Street. The showing. The butterflies. The papers. The crunching of numbers. The offer, the counter, the poker face, the impasse. Finding the happy place. The compromise. The closing of loopholes, the ironing of wrinkles, the signing, the shake, no, the hug. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
You know what scares me? No electricity.
Yep. When this magical box suddenly stops working, I call the pros at Mr. Sparky and they send a superhero to save the day. How's it going, Pablo?
It's going great, Mike.
Pablo possesses amazing skill. He can perform incredible feats at blinding speed.
Superhero. Couldn't have done it without you.
Modest, too.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Just to be clear, I don't live here.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotole Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.